Hey there, it's Kinsey. Welcome to our channel where we share all things staging and design. I'm a home stager from Chico, California, and I wanted to create a channel that really complements our work and discusses all things staging and design. In today's video, I'll be sharing 2 DIYs that I think will be a great addition to any Thanksgiving tablescape or fall decorations. In the first DIY, I will be showing you how to paint some faux pumpkins and make them look more realistic. Every year, I got so tired of spending hundreds of dollars on my fall pumpkins that I would decorate on the outside and also inside. And so I decided to create some pumpkins that I could use year after year while still making them look rustic and authentic and like I just picked them from the pumpkin patch. So I'll show you all the techniques I used to create that final look. And in the second DIY, we'll use the same painting techniques and create a beautiful succulent planter that I think would be a great addition to your Thanksgiving table. But enough blabbering, let's get into these DIYs. So I'm starting out here with the white fresh pumpkin, and my goal is to create a bluish green one. And so I'm using the color Villa Green as a base coat. It's the lighter of those 2 blue colors. I'm going to apply it to the whole pumpkin, and don't worry about it looking streaky. We will fix all that on the second coat. Don't forget to also paint the bottom. So flipped it over once the top had dried, flipped it over, and am now painting the bottom. Again, it's just a base coat, and we'll work from there and start to add dimension. So I did a second coat off camera, as you can see here. So now we're gonna work on adding that dimension and texture and really just making the pumpkins look more realistic and not so flat. So the way we'll do that is with using that blue color, which is called succulent, and tan, and a wet paper towel. So I wetted the paper towel already, and now I'm just getting the paint off of the brush that I mixed the 2 colors together. And really what I'm doing next is focusing that paint into the crevices of the pumpkin. And by having a wet paper towel and the paint, it waters down the paint and makes it really malleable and easy to move around. And so I'm really just, again, focusing on the cracks at first and getting it down in there to make it look a little bit more real. It's got some character to it. It's been picked from a field. It's dirty and muddy outside. So we're adding some of that color into the pumpkin. So focusing on the cracks, and then here I'm about to start adding some lighter colors to more of the outer rims of each of the humps. And so that is going to blend in really nicely with the darker colors. Kind of just moving that around and making it seem really even and blending everything together. Alright, so moving on to a different color. So I wanted to do a white pumpkin as well. So did not have to do a base coat, but did start doing this already, where I wanted to, again, kind of create that look that I just picked this from a pumpkin patch. So added a bunch of water to this, and again, really watered it down because I want it to be really light and easy to work with. And so first started focusing on the cracks, using even the brush to get in the cracks and then kind of blending it out with the paper towel. And really just making it look more realistic. So when I originally bought these pumpkins, they all came with plastic stems, and I decided to make them look more realistic, I should have some real pumpkin stems. So I went to the pumpkin patch and got these from pumpkins that were ready to be composted. And as you see here, I'm hot gluing them onto the pumpkins and trying to line up the points and ridges of the stem onto the crevices of the pumpkin to make it feel like it is supposed to have grown that way. Just again, to add a little bit more of that realistic look. You can see here the kind of final look of how everything turned out. So moving on to the next project. While we had all the supplies out, I also wanted to create a few centerpieces. So this is going to be the example of some really pretty succulent centerpieces that we created. The painting process is the same as the other pumpkins, so I won't go into a ton of detail on that. And with this orange pumpkin, I wanted to keep it orange and really just, again, make it look more real and muddy and dirty and dimensioned. So used a few different lighter colors and water, some tan, some peach, kind of mix those together and really just washed this out to make it more real looking. This is the very hectic part of me trying to figure out how to get these beautiful succulents into these bowls. So there were a couple trial and errors. Actually, the bowl we're looking at right now, I ended up having to use a different one. It just wasn't quite big enough, but I did figure it out. And the kind of finishing touch is really just adding this moss onto the edge and not burning yourself, which I just did. And yeah, that really, really hurt. So I decided instead of holding it, let's put it in and then we'll glue while not having to hold onto it, and then just setting the moss on top of it. So working around the whole planter and kind of just finishing off those edges and making it look really nice. So loving these new additions to our fall decor, and it's been quite the experience sharing them with you. This is our first video, and I really just wanted to create a space that complemented our work as staging and design professionals, something that went hand in hand with what we do. So I'm going to be sharing all kinds of things design and staging related, whether that's interviews with realtors or industry partners, behind the scenes on what a stage actually looks like, or even, DIY projects or design projects that I'm doing around the house, or honestly, anything my little heart desires. So grateful for you to have watched this video, and I hope that you enjoyed it. And hopefully we see you on the next one. Bye guys.